Hello, this is Peter Ward. Going to look now at pasting a Strava segment into a route. Let's first of all make sure that GPX Magic is authorized to work with Strava. I'm going to load a route locally. It's a Chiltern route that goes up Whiteleaf Hill, and if we take a quick look at this far corner here, that climb is where I'd like to put a Strava segment. You can see at the moment there's only a few track points on the climb, and I'd like more detail. Let's jump across to Strava Segment Explorer and find the climb, which is one of the official top 100 climbs. Grab the URL once we find the climb and paste the URL link into the Strava tab. Fetch the header that confirms we've got the right one, and we'll click on the paste button, and lo and behold, there is the segment now in our route, and you can see there's much more detail. Is that detail of benefit to us? Let's just do a quick fly through. Here we go. Oh, bump, bump. No, I don't like it. It's too bumpy. I'm not going to ride that in Magic Roads. Let's smooth this out a bit. So to get ready for this, I'm going to place a marker at the top of the climb. We want to restrict our edits to the region of the climb, so we'll put a marker at the top, and then we'll move our orange cone back down to the bottom so that we're only going to be doing edits within that area. We'll come back to that blue bit later. Let's concentrate on the slope for now. My recommendation in this situation, having tried all the other options, is to apply the filter. And if we just click on the filter tab on the right hand side there, make sure that both of these boxes are ticked so that we're filtering position and elevation. Apply it a couple of times. Gaussian smoothing is on the way, folks. It's not here yet. So this is a crude approximation. Let's do another quick test. That's better. Doesn't feel quite so bad. But one of the problems here is simply that there are actually too many data points on this. And I find from my experience that Magic Roads is happier if we can remove some of those points, which we can just by clicking twice or more on the simplify button, which we find in the straighten tab. And now if we go back to our fly through, personally I find this a lot better. It's quite smooth to ride on Magic Roads, but it's got enough variation in there that it feels a bit significantly like the real climb actually, which from memory is fairly bumpy. So that I'm actually fairly happy with. Let's see how we transition when we get to the top of the climb. Oh, something of a break in the road there. Not entirely happy with that. So we might need to navigate through in the first person and third person view to isolate that problem. Once we've got it in our view site, we can quite easily see that what's happened here is that when we pasted the route in, okay, my code pasted the route in, didn't quite get the start and the end right. I'll fix that just by deleting a track point. Shouldn't be there. Let's just now pay our attention to the bottom of the slope where we notice there is a somewhat awkward dip on the way in. In real life there is actually a bit of a dip there, it's just not quite that marked, so I'm just going to simply use the nudge tool here. There's a number of things we could do in terms of smoothing the entry, but I think it's sufficient just to make sure that it's not too abrupt. Now let's just drop that point and maybe the point next to it down. That's right, down a little bit there, just so that's smooth. And let's take it out for another run. So we're starting right at the bottom here. And there are some perfectionists out there who I know would play with this a lot longer. Personally, I would just send this off to Magic Roads right now, because frankly, from my point of view, that might just be good enough. Thank you for listening.